you into that. That's how the mining materials space is looking. So a pretty tough day to be listing if you are Akora Resources. It's an exploration company engaged in iron ore, but not here in Madagascar, of all places. And its MD, Paul Bibby, joins us now. Paul, welcome to Ausbiz. Congratulations. This is no doubt a major milestone in what you hope is a long journey for Akora Resources. Got to ask, though, why Madagascar?
It's a wonderful place. It's we've had the tenements now for 5 or 6 years, and now's the time to be listing. The reason we've held on to these and waited patiently to be having the chance to list is because there's a significant outcrop of high-grade iron ore, grading around 65–66%. And we did some work late last year, ground magnetic survey, which indicated that that outcrop actually extended below surface. So the money we're raising is looking to prove that geological theory up and hopefully have substantial tons of iron ore.
Paul, what I know it's probably too early to sort of answer this kind of question, but do you feel as though you'll be able to be pretty competitive on the extraction cost front?
Look, it's way too early to answer that question. However, with 10 to 20 million tonnes of high-grade iron ore, you know, this is one of the rocks from surface. This is lump iron ore. All it needs to have happen is for it to be crushed to 30 millimetres, put on a truck, put on a ship, and sent to market. So I think for the first period of time, our production costs will be very competitive. We're close to India, which is a growing steel market, but also very well positioned to feed Asia and China.
Yeah, well, that was my next question, where your main markets would be. So instead, I will ask you, this is, you know, a milestone, but very early in the journey. So if we're talking about getting this exploration work done, getting a project up and running, getting the iron ore to market, Paul, it's going to take quite some time. Do you have any rough time frame?
It is going to take some time. We need to prove up a resource. That's the first challenge. We have sort of got two approaches. One is for a small scale operation, which could be, you know, 3 to 5 years away. That's where you're shipping, you know, 2 to 5 million tonnes per annum for a number of years. With the drilling program, if that proves successful, or I should say when that proves successful, we could have several 100 million tonnes, and that then changes the whole dynamic to be a much larger scale operation, which therefore will require capital and a longer time frame to bring to market. So I think if you ask me that question in 12 months' time, when I have a better idea of the resource size, I'd be able to answer, you know, more confidently. But it certainly is a 3 to 5 year time frame before production, I would think.
I guess your mouth must be watering with the iron ore price sitting where it is right now. Most analysts do not believe that it will remain at these elevated levels indefinitely, let's put it that way. Yes. So what type of a price for iron? I know it's really early days, but you're obviously in the business. Sure. What do you think is a reasonable price for iron ore?
Well, a reasonable price. I think anything above $80 is a good price, because most companies are going to make a healthy margin. So at prices like we see today at $160 for 62% fines, that would be wonderful if it went at that sort of price level for the next period of time.
So Paul, $5 million freshly minted capital, how long does that last, do you think?
Well, that's going to last us 2.5 years. We've put in a exploration drilling program to over 3 phases to do some 4,000 metres of drilling, and that's a 2 and a bit year program. As well as raising the 5 million, which has all come through today nicely, there's one option for every 2 shares. So they come into the money at 30 cents, and that adds another $2.5 million to the kitty when they're realised. So I think we're well placed to do more drilling than we have planned is our base case, and be well placed to, you know, build on the story over the next period of time.
Okay, the story is a pretty interesting one when you put Madagascar in there. I know we began by you saying it's a great place. What is it about operating in that geography that makes it so great? I mean, how is it like dealing with the people? How is it like running this operation when clearly you're not on the ground and we don't have any timeline for when international travel is
Yes.
going to open back up.
No, look, all good questions. I was in Madagascar in February and March, and we're ready to start doing some drilling. So we'd get some information as the lead into a listing. Coronavirus came, it all stopped. I fortunately have got some excellent contacts in Madagascar, drilling, geological support, and also our own company geologists. They've actually been on the ground since October of this year, doing a small scale drilling program, which I'm looking forward to hearing how it goes shortly. So we have got some good contacts. We've got a good geologist here in Australia who oversees that work. And even though I like to be on the ground and be part of it all, I think we've managed very well, very safely. We've worked in well with the community and have achieved some good drilling results.
Okay, Paul. Well, again, congratulations. A lot of work to get done. We wish you all the success
Yes.
for the future.
No, thank you very much, and really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us about Akora.
Yeah,
Might
likewise.
talk again